I used to think that I didn't look good, and because of that, I thought that I should just complain. I should just be unhappy in my life. And I would complain at the most mundane stuff. And one day I realized that there are people who don't even have limbs, who do not have legs and arms. And I do. The one thing that undeniably is in my control, the 80% of my body, the 90% of my body, from here to my toes, that I undeniably have control over how it looks. And I wasn't changing any of that. That's how I started working out. That's how I started improving my body. And the only way that I started doing that was that I realized that it's not enough to complain. You have to be grateful for what you have. You have to be grateful for your opportunities and then emphasize on that. Because I want to tell you something. If you're not going to get anything from this video, this is the one thing that I want you to take away. If you're able to watch this video, your problems are a luxury. You have so many opportunities that other people in the world do not have. Somewhere in the world, someone's best friend just died. And you're over here complaining that you have to wake up on a Monday morning. It is cruel not to absolutely maximize on what you have, because you're absolutely lucky. If you can watch this, you're a lucky person. Maximize everything that you have. All the opportunities that you have, capitalize on that. And if you don't, it is cruel. If you just sit there and say, I don't want to do the hard work because I don't feel like it, that is cruel to all the people who would do anything to swap lives with you, who would do anything to be where you are and have your opportunities. I think the way to define the quality of a person, the value of a person, is literally just to say how much you give to the world and how much you consume. And I bet you don't give that much to the world and you consume a lot. I want you to be more optimistic. I used to think that it was uncool or unattractive to sit there and see the good things in life. I thought it was much more cool and attractive to just sit there and complain and sit there and say, oh man, I hate English. Oh man, I hate math. I thought that was cool. But I realized that after I started working, after I started understanding these things, that if you put in hard work, if you genuinely see a problem and try to fix it instead of just complaining and sitting back and saying, oh man, if you actually fix the problem, people will flock to you. People don't want to sit around other people who just sit there and complain. Why would they want to sit around that kind of person? They want to be around people who will solve their problems for them, who will be inspiring. Be that person. Never be a pessimistic person. The optimist will always win in the end. They're able to see the goodness and life out of every single moment. They're able to be happy for where they are and then see their opportunities. Instead of seeing a problem, they're able to break that problem into an opportunity. Let's think about it like this. Imagine two fighters who are about to fight, right? They have the exact same skill. One of them is thinking about how their wingspan isn't long enough, how they're horrible at fighting, how maybe they'll have an injury that acts up. But the other one is grateful for the best coaches that they've ever had. They're glad that they have the opportunity to gain this experience, to learn from this fight early on in their life. Who do you think has a better chance of winning? I think absolutely the second one, simply because he is grateful for his opportunities. If you want to be grateful in your life, you must look at your problems and just say, first of all, put it into context. Are you going to think about this problem 5 years down the line? If not, it's not worth stressing yourself over. And secondly, think about how you want to look at it. What is your perspective? What is the frame that you want to take when you look at the world? And you can decide this. It's not something that's out of your hands. It's literally something that you have. How do you want to see everything around you? That is your perspective. And finally, I want you to say thank you to absolutely everything. Say thank you to the things you love and the things that you hate. Say thank you to your problems. And as I said before, it will break those problems. If you have a problem and you say thank you, it's no longer a problem. You've literally broken the problem into an opportunity. And say thank you to your opponents. Because if you don't even have to tell them thank you, but in your mind, you just be grateful for them. You have that goodwill. It internalizes inside yourself that you are already above them, that you don't even feel like they're your competition if you're grateful for them. Say thank you to everything in your life, and your life will just get better. You have so many opportunities right now. If you're watching me, you have so many opportunities in this world. Capitalize on all of them, always. Push your absolute hardest, because there are people who would do anything to be where you are. Hope you got some value from this. Go out and conquer.